A sleek private jet soars through the night, carrying two elite CIA spies, Matt and Emily, who've just pulled off the mission of a lifetime. But when a traitor turns the plane into a death trap, they're forced to leap into the snowy abyss, clutching a single parachute and a secret that could change everything. Fast forward 15 years, and these former spies are now suburban parents, hiding their past from their kids, Alice and Leo. But when their cover is blown, their quiet life explodes into a globe-trotting chase for a device that could cripple cities. What happens when a family's mundane routine collides with their spy thriller past? Who is the shadowy figure pulling the strings behind their betrayal? This action comedy will make you laugh, gasp, and maybe check your car's back seat for hidden agents. Matt, played by Jamie Foxx, and Emily, played by Cameron Diaz, are the picture of suburban normalcy in Atlanta, juggling school drop-offs and soccer games for their kids, 14-year-old Alice and 12-year-old Leo. But behind their minivan-driving exterior lies a past they've buried deep. 15 years ago, Matt and Emily were top CIA spies. They were great at lying, sneaking around, and fighting bad guys. But everything changed when Emily got pregnant. They decided to fake their deaths and disappear. Now, they live a quiet life in the suburbs, just normal parents, or at least that's what their kids think. At home, things are getting tense. Alice, their teenage daughter, is smart and bold, but always ready to argue. She rolls her eyes at her mom, sneaks out to clubs with a fake ID, and thinks her parents don't get her. Her younger brother, Leo, is into tech and gadgets. He laughs at Alice's drama, but keeps his own secrets too. Matt and Emily may act like regular parents, but they haven't lost their spy skills. They track Alice's phone and spy on her study date with binoculars, only to catch her kissing her boyfriend. That does not go over well.
What are you guys doing? That is so creepy. Are those binoculars?
The family is walking a thin line. The kids are rebelling, and the parents are watching too closely. And with Matt and Emily hiding such a big secret about their past, it is only a matter of time before everything blows up. Their quiet neighborhood in Atlanta is about to get a whole lot louder. Back when Matt and Emily were still CIA spies, they took on one of their most dangerous missions. Disguised as arms dealers, they crashed a lavish birthday party thrown by Balthazar Gore, a ruthless ex-KGB terrorist from Poland. Their target? The ICS key, a powerful device that can control any electronic system in the world. They pulled it off, but the escape turned into a nightmare. Gore's men ambushed them. A bullet took out their pilot, and the plane went down in a snowy mountain range. Matt tried to give Emily the only parachute, but she refused to leave him.
What are you doing?
There's only one!
No!
And we don't have time!
She pulled him with her, and they both survived. They knew the CIA would think they were dead, so they went off the grid, hid the key, and built a quiet life from scratch. Now, in 2025, that quiet life shatters. After Matt and Emily track down Alice at a nightclub, things escalate at the nightclub, and a video of the ex-CIA couple taking down a whole crowd at the nightclub surfaces on social media. Their old CIA boss, Chuck, tracks them down. He warns them that Baron, another former agent and Emily's ex, has teamed up with Gore, and they are hunting for the ICS key. Before Chuck can explain more, a sniper takes him out. Seconds later, mercenaries storm their house. In the middle of the chaos, Matt reveals a secret he has kept for years. He never handed over the real ICS key to the traitor on the mountain. It is hidden at Emily's mother's estate in England. They grab their gear and fight their way out. But as they flee, Emily looks at Matt with more than just fear in her eyes. His lie may have protected them, but it also cracked the trust between them. The family hits the road and everything starts to change. Matt and Emily begin to reveal the truth about who they really are.
Tell us who you are.
You were spies.
You guys were spies?
Yes.
Alice and Leo are shocked. They're boring parents? Spies? It sounds crazy, but what they have already seen makes it hard to deny. At the airport, they dodge cameras, slip past security, and borrow an SUV. Their destination is Grandma Ginny's estate in England. Played by Glenn Close, she is not your average grandmother. Ginny is a retired MI6 sniper with a serious attitude. Moments later, Gore's men show up by tracking the family through airport footage and Ginny's old MI6 ties. Matt grabs a gas pump and turns it into a flamethrower. Emily jumps into action, taking down enemies with the same fierce skill she had years ago. Punches fly. Cars explode. The gas station is in chaos. Alice and Leo watch wide-eyed. Their parents, whom they thought were clueless, are suddenly fighting like action movie heroes. Something is not adding up. There is clearly more to Mom and Dad than just school runs and dinner plans. They reached the estate, and Ginny greeted them at the door with a rifle and a glare. Her reunion with Emily is anything but warm. Old tension flares up fast. Emily still carries a lot of grudges from her childhood. Meanwhile, Ginny's odd but lovable partner, Nigel, quickly bonds with Alice and Leo. He shows them old spy gadgets and tells strange stories, totally unaware of the fact that their estate is surrounded by armed men. The climax hits hard at Ginny's estate. Matt finds the ICS key, but then Chuck shows up, very much alive, and traps them with his mercenaries. He lays it all out. He faked his death after showing up at Matt and Emily's house. And after Matt and Emily died, the CIA blamed him for losing the key and kicked him out. Now he is selling it on the black market for $250 million to get his life back. In London, at a fancy black tie event, Chuck puts on a show. He uses the key to shut down the city's power and opens the Thames barrier, flooding the river. The buyers are impressed, but Matt, Emily, and Baron, now on their side, crash the party to stop him. Matt and Emily chase Chuck to a boat, fighting off his men with smooth, well-timed moves and tossing them into the water. Meanwhile, Nigel recovers the ICS and somehow closes the barrier just in time and saves London, even though he totally made up his tech skills. In the middle of it all, Matt and Emily rescue Alice and Leo. They jump into the water as Chuck's boat slams into the barrier. Chuck looks like he is done for. The family breathes a sigh of relief. Back in Atlanta, things feel normal again. Alice scores a goal. She and Emily share a quiet movie night. But just when it seems safe, Baron shows up with one last twist. Chuck survived, and Emily's father, who they all thought was dead, is alive and about to join the fight along with Chuck. The truth about the ICS key ties everything together. Matt's choice to hide it years ago saved it from Gore, but ruined Chuck's career, pushing him to betray them. Emily's rocky past with her mom mirrors her struggles with Alice, but the mission forces them to reconnect. At its core, this is about family. Alice learns to trust her parents, Leo taps into his inner spy, and Matt and Emily rediscover their spark. The ending is a mix of peace and tension. The family returns to suburbia, but Baron's warning hangs in the air. Is Chuck still out there? And what does Emily's father's return mean? Back in Action 2025 ends with big questions and sets the stage for a sequel, all while celebrating messy families and high-stakes spy fun. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you loved the action, check out more recaps and subscribe for the next wild ride.